Hey guys, so this blog slash vlog is actually going to be about me graduating high school. I graduated in 2013, and I'm just gonna get cozy because it's been quite a long, difficult ride. And I graduated from Olympus High School. Some of you who know me know that I went there, and if you go there, then congratulations. It's a really good school, not to be dissing on it. It's a really good school. I liked it a lot. I graduated June 6, 2013. I was very excited. I don't know where my diploma is. It might be in the house I just moved from, but I'll find it and I'll show it to you guys. High school was a really kind of like a rocky road, mainly because I wasn't like the popular kid. I wasn't the nerdy kid. I wasn't the sporty kid. I was kind of the kid that just kind of sat in the corner. Does that make any sense? Sat in the corner and didn't really associate with that many people. I mean, if you were lucky enough that I talked to you, then congrats. I had one main really good friend. Her name is Kelsey Birch, and I loved her to death. She was like my best friend. And then her nan, and I cannot say his last name to save my life. And they were like really good friends. I of course made enemies like everyone does, and I of course made friends like everyone I guess should have. And it was kind of like really hard for me to make friends because I came in 2 months late into the school year. And that was just because of the whole I didn't know where I wanted to go or whatever really happened. I think it was I didn't know where I wanted to go, and so my mom gave me a little bit more time to think about it and really decide on which school I wanted to go to, because it wasn't really my choice. She wanted to I guess help me feel like I had some kind of a decision to make. I really don't know what she was thinking. So I ended up going to Olympus High School. I was 2 months late into the school year, but that didn't stop me at all. I'm not gonna lie, I had to do summer school for one summer, and it was to make up 2 years of credits. Ninth and 10th grade. Because here in Utah, 9th grade to 12th grade, it all counts. Whatever you did in 8th and 7th grade doesn't count. It's gone bye-bye. It's completely done, and they don't keep track of it or anything. So I had to sorry guys, I had to redo my 9th and 10th grade when I was about to start 11th grade, because I had to get that all done before I graduated, and instead of to do it early, then to do it and I guess I could say delay it. And so a lot of my teachers agreed that it was going to be the good time for me to do it. It was going to be just it would be a really good time for me to do it, and I wouldn't have to stress out during the year and do it, because they let you do credit recovery in the year too. But then my mom thought that would take away from my studies. Studying. Who studies? You should study. If you're going to school, you should study. But, and so I was just had to do all those packets. $45 a packet. I had a ton of packets to do. And I had a choice of one packet, either taking the class or doing the packet. And I decided to take the class. Oh, I got a Snapchat. Oh. I decided to take the class, and I had like the world's funnest teacher, okay? It was World Civ, and he was like, World Civ is normally a sophomore class. Yeah, sophomore class. And I had like the world's funnest teacher. He's like, how many sophomores do I have? And like, basically everyone raised their hand. And then he's like, how many juniors do I have? No one raised their hand. And he's like, how many seniors do I have? I was a senior, and I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. I'm in a class full of little, like, basically little kids. And he's like, you're my only senior? And I was like, yeah, just a little bit. And he wasn't, like, surprised, or he wasn't, like, shocked. Like, I guess he kind of knew that I was a senior because it says on there, like, sophomore, junior, or senior on your paper, I guess. But, oh, it says your grade. So, 9, 10, or 11. No, 10, 11, or 12. Nah. And it was like the world's funnest class. Like, I had really fun in World Civ, and Mr. White was a really fun teacher. If you guys have Mr. White, tell him hello from me. He was fun. He was a really fun teacher. He likes Ruby Snap cookies, and so maybe one day I'll have to go, and I'll have to surprise him with Ruby Snap cookies. We will never know. I can't remember which one he likes, though. I'll just bring him one of every single one and we'll find out. He was like a really fun teacher. I had one teacher, his name was Mr. Ewing, and he was like crazy, like he made you take notes, pure notes, and you'd have a quiz and you'd be filling the blanks. Never in my life have I gotten this low of a test score, but I got 1 to 0 right. 0 to 1 right. I would get a 1 and I'd be so proud. My mom's like, that's not something to be proud about. I was like, Mom, you don't know his tests. But my mom's a history major, so when I explained the test to her and brought it home, she was like, that's easy. She thinks it's easy. I think it's difficult. Mr. White's class, I felt like, was more helpful because he made it funner. He had a lot of activities and stuff planned out. I really liked his class. I really, really did. Another class I liked my studies class with Miss Goodman. She was like the cheer coach. She was really fun. I remember just being in her class, and if we had homework, we did our homework. If not, we just kind of like sat there, and I loved it. I loved that class. And another class that I loved ceramics with Miss Cassidy. I loved it a lot because I'm very artsy, and it's more of like a love doing things with my hands because especially right now, if any of my teachers are watching this, they're probably like, Avery, you're just a ditz. But I have bad anxiety, and I don't know if I didn't really experience it that much in high school, except for when people were being when people were bullying me, which happened actually quite a lot, and I never told anybody, which I probably should have, but I never did. I would have really bad anxiety, and I think that just like like beating up the clay, I guess you could say, really helped. Like sculpting things with your hands and just doing kind of stuff like that with your hands, I just feel like makes it 10 times more, I'm just going to put my hair up, 10 times funner, because you can do things with your hands and it will just be like, fun. And I loved making like a whistle and like pots and pans, well not pots and pans, like a little bowl thing and pencil holder thing and a whole bunch of things all over the place. Very messy class. Very, very messy. But I I loved it. Like, I was just one of those kids that just absolutely loved it. And, I'm gonna put the sweater on because I feel like I'm, like, showing off stuff that I really don't want to show off. So, I'm just gonna put the sweater on. Plus, it's also really cold in my room, so I can put a sweater on and not look like a fool in my house. And just do this when I don't like cleavage, you guys. But, like, ceramics was just always fun for me. It helps me relieve anxiety. It helps me get over being bullied. It just helped a lot. And there's this one teacher, and she was a teacher aide. I still talk to her to this day. We are still best friends. Her name is Miss Jackson. And I think out of all my teachers, she was the one that you would stop in the hall and be like, oh my gosh, it's Miss Jackson. Like, she was like I loved her. She was just like, always could make me smile, like, never was negative about anything. If I ever had, like, an issue, I'd come to her and she'd give me her honest, open opinion, and she could come to me for things, and I could come to her for things, and it was just like, she wasn't like a teacher, she was like my friend. And that was really important to me, knowing that I really didn't have that many friends. So making friends that she would actually listen. Like, some teachers would be like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. She would actually listen, and she would feel like she would, like, feel for me, like, if I was going through a hard time, or if I was, you know, going through an easy time or whatever, like, I would help her and she'd help me. And, I really enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed my drawing teacher, Mr. Miller. I was in that class with Michelle, and I have a lot of videos of us in that class. Me and Michelle. I'll have to, like, show you some videos of Michelle. She's funny. We were always in that class together. We were, like, the talkative kids in that class. Like, we were, like, he can't tell us what to do. And he really kind of didn't. Like, we would leave a little bit early, like, sneak out. You would never know, and we would, just, like, come in late. He wouldn't care. And it was just, like, he was a cool teacher. Miss Lindsay, if I had to pick one teacher to love and hope to be in my life forever, it'd be Miss Lindsay, because I think that me and her are really close, and I feel like that's something important for a kid who's never had friends. So I'm going to show you my, I was also engagement ring, my class ring. You see it in all of my videos. It is this little ring right here, and I'm going to show you guys an in-depth, can we tell which class I was failing? English, in-depth, this is not going to be an edited video, sorry guys, thing of this little ring. This ring came from Jostens, and it needs to be, like, circled again. It's like very uneven, as you can tell, like, especially like right here. It's very uneven. But right here, it says Olympus High School on it. Then it's got, like, right here, 2013. And then underneath, right here, in, like, this area right here, it's got my initials, which I don't think you guys can really, oh, you guys can kind of see them. It's this cute little adorable ring, and I wear it on my right hand, and I wear it right there, and it says Olympus High School 2013, and it is, like, my world. And you guys will see this in all my videos. I never take this ring off. I sleep with this ring on. I love this ring. It's got my birthstone in there, which is May. It's just amazing. But anyway, you guys, if you guys have stuck with me through those 14 minutes of then you are a trooper, and I love you to death. And if any of you teachers that I mentioned are watching this, I love you guys, especially Miss Lindsay. Love them all. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.